안녕하세요, 여러분. I'm back. Another video. This time with our lovely guest from the vlog squad, Lynia. And today we're going to be talking about 10 unexpected culture shocks that we felt, saw, things like that in Korea. These are in no particular order, so we're just listing them off. So we're going to start with number 1, and that is people when they walk like this, literally everywhere they go. Like on the subway, they're on their phones. You'll be like walking down the street looking at their phones.
Okay, so in America, I feel like we've always been told, like, especially with like obviously our cell phones nowadays, like look up where you're walking because you need to be aware of your surroundings. So it was definitely a very big, sure, like culture shock when everyone was literally walking like this 24/7, like just around and everywhere. It was wild.
Yeah, and then like you have to like get out their way because they're not gonna move. They're just gonna like keep walking.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep walking. And like people don't like care, like, I mean, not care, but like if you bump into someone, it's not like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's just like whatever. Just like move on with your life.
That kind of leads into like the second thing, which is like in Korea in general. I think other people have talked about this more than the other things on the list, but there's like no small talk. So like if you like bump into someone and you're like, "Are you all right?" Like I've heard from like other cohort members that like kind of meant that was like for some people it was like an invitation to have like full like length conversations with them and like follow them and stuff. But like people just bump into each other and then not say anything, and just small talk just isn't like a thing in Korea.
Also, like in my experiences, like like with small talk, it's more like, oh, I like your outfit. And then you have like a follow-up question afterwards. Like, or you, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So that I felt like that wasn't a thing because like if I went up to someone and I was like, oh my gosh, I would like your outfit. Like, where'd you get it? They'd tell me where they got it. And then that was like it. And then you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Thanks. Like, yeah. I don't know. You would think there'd be more, but no, I just don't think that's a thing.
Not a thing in Korea. Another thing that is not a thing in Korea is trash cans. There are no trash cans
like
anywhere.
Trash cans. It's like I had to ask my host mom this because I was so confused. I was just like, why is there like no trash cans anywhere? And she was like, oh, people just like carry the trash like home. I'm like, what? Let's do it too much. No, but like if you are walking around the street, like if I'm at home in America and I'm walking around the street, I can maybe see 5 like trash cans like as I'm walking. And in Korea, there's like no place to put it. Like even if you go to like a cafe, there's no like trash cans. Like you give them your trash and they throw it away for you. Or like you have to go to a bathroom to find a trash can.
Yeah, if you like just like happen to stumble upon a trash can, you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then like even our like host family houses, like the trash cans they have in the room are like little like tiny cans.
They're really tiny. Like, I think we had, at my house, I'm pretty sure we had like one trash can. It was like tiny. And all the trash just went there. But also, they're like really strict on recycling
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So it's like, if there's no trash cans, there may be like the mixed like trash can things where it's like garbage, recycling, compost, liquid. But it's just like all of them together. Like you never see just a single trash can. It's just all of them. And you
Yeah,
have to separate all of
especially at like the more like fast food type restaurants, they'll have the recycling bins for like the different things. Then one will be like food waste. But yeah, it's just hard to find trash cans. All right, next one on the list is that people don't say bless you when other people sneeze in Korea.
that was definitely something I had to get over.
I mean, I never experienced this, so you can have the floor with this one.
You never experienced it?
No, I mean maybe I just never sneezed, or I just sneezed by myself. I don't know.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna go upstairs because yeah. Okay, setting change.
Wow, beautiful.
Okay, we can restart the question.
All right, it was people not saying bless you when you sneeze.
Yes. Okay. Like, it's just an automatic response at this point to say bless you. So I don't know how you even found out, but I was like, I don't know how I found out. I feel like I like maybe I knew this beforehand, whatever, but I knew people didn't say bless you. But then I accidentally said bless you one time, and then someone was like, we don't say that. And I was like, oh, right. But it was really hard at first. And then I got used to it. But I was like struggling. Like someone would like sneeze, and I'd be like, but yeah. Okay. Come. Yo, one thing I had to find out the hard way was the fact that when people say to come hang out, that you guys should hang out, they say come play. Okay. That was a shock to me for real. Uh yeah. Like I had someone invite me over to their house and they asked me to come play. They said not a while or whatever. And I was like, what's that? And they said, come play. And I said, huh? I said, huh? Because when I think of that, like I instantly think of like the horror movies where it's like the children are like, come play with
Like the
me.
twins will be like,
So I was like kind of scared, but when I realized that like it's like for the word hang out and the more people said it, I was like, oh, okay, this is just like a thing. And I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's like a mistranslation or just like a culture thing that I just didn't know about, but I was really confused for a hot second until like I asked people about it. But yeah, just don't get scared if someone's like, "Oh, come play with us." It's
they just want to
fine.
hang out.
They just they just want to hang out. Yeah. And then what's the next one?
The next one is that the closed door buttons on the elevators actually work. It's like
They
here in
do.
the US, if you press it, there's still a delay in it
There
closing.
is.
But in Korea, like I was like my first experience with it, I was like in the elevator in our apartment, and this like guy comes in, and whenever people like are going to their apartments, if it's 15 stories up, they're kind of impatient. So they like hop in the elevator and then press the close door button, and then it'll like immediately close behind them. And so it was
Yeah.
just like so weird that they like
Or
actually work.
no, right. Because or also like people will like press it multiple times. Like they'll get in the elevator and they're just like, and I'm like, it's okay. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, it's
Is
okay. Just
somebody
wait a
after
second.
you?
But yeah, that was something that was I found was interesting. I honestly
Mhm.
forgot about until I was in the elevator the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. What else? What number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now number 8. I
Number
read this
8.
one. So I actually okay, so I don't know if this is necessarily a culture shock because I don't know if it's like amongst everyone, but I remember seeing before that someone said that you should pack your own towel because the
Mhm.
towels in Korea are small. Now I heard that, but I didn't actually like think of it like too hard because it just was like, okay, it's just a small towel. And when we got quarantined in Korea, towels were like, they were smaller, but they were like
Mhm.
pretty decently sized. And then I got to like my host parents' house and the towel was literally like a washcloth. And I was like, oh, now this is a tiny towel. But what about you? Did you ever experience something like that?
Um, I remember, I think at my first host family's house, they were like normal-ish sized. And I
Mm-hmm.
think at my second host family's house, they were smaller, but I don't think they were that small.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was like, oh, wait, maybe the towels are small. Okay, but just in case though, if you do go to Korea, just just bring
A
a
towel
normal
or
size
two,
towel.
like,
Yeah, just bring a towel or two. I definitely was going to, but then I forgot last minute and it had no room in my suitcase. But yeah, definitely bring a towel or two just in case. You never know. You never
what was
know.
it like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where it's like the towel is your most useful tool?
A towel, it says, is about the most massively useful thing any interstellar hitchhiker can carry.
Like it's not, it's like fine if you have a small towel, but if you prefer, the whole wraparound type thing, you might want to bring your own towel for that. Like even in quarantine, I couldn't do that. It was just like little cape.
Okay, our next one still has to do with bathrooms, and it is wet bathrooms.
Hmm.
My first host family's house had like a normal bathroom. Then I got into my second host family's bathroom, and it was a wet bathroom, and it was just like, what do I do? Like, it feels
It's
really
just everything.
awkward to use it.
I felt bad because like every time we take a shower, I felt like the water was getting everywhere, and I just like wanted to like push
You have
it
to
back.
like make an effort to keep it in like one corner and not like,
Yeah, but like the area between the shower like glass slash curtain, and the ground is like so small
oh,
that like
ours didn't have that.
you don't have a gap.
No, it was just like the bathroom, and then just like attached to the sink is like the shower handle.
That's so interesting. Like we had like at my host family's house, we had like an actual like shower, but like the the ground was just all like one connected. Like there was like a little step which was like this big. It was this big. And that was what was stopping some of the water. But besides that, it was just like water flowing everywhere.
the effort to not get everything wet.
Yeah. I couldn't like put stuff on the ground like how
You
I
have to like,
normally do. So
I just like I'd like set my clothes on top of the washing machine.
yeah. I put mine like on the sink or whatever. Um, but like also adding on to that, in the summer, it's humid. And like, yes, when they say it's gonna be hot and humid, it's gonna be hot and humid. And you can expect that. But what I personally didn't expect as someone who lives in the Northwest is that it was gonna be hot and humid. Okay. Like I'd be like sitting down in the bathroom, maybe like after a shower or like before whatever, and I literally be dripping sweat. Like I've never gotten out of a shower and felt more like dirty after. Like it just it wasn't the mood. Next one on the list. We love it. Ish.
Okay.
If you want to introduce it?
I'll introduce it. So I'm gonna say we're told, like before we go, the thing we were told is Korea is such a conservative country. So you have to like watch like the type of clothes you wear and things like that. And then we get to Korea and there's PDA everywhere.
Okay, you know what's so funny though? People like would tell me like, isn't it worse in America? Yo, that's literally the media. It's the media. Like in public, if someone like kisses, it's like kind of awkward. You're like, oh, like y'all should like go home. Like, why are you doing this in public? But like, it's everywhere in Korea. Like everywhere.
When you're walking down the street, in the subway, like
On the train. Remember someone said in the night cell. Yo, everyone in our cohort has so many stories about it. And it's like wild. Like there's so much PDA. Like I didn't know mask kissing was a thing until I went to Korea. Like, wow. But also,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, and there's just so much like stuff in Korea built around couple cultures. Like there's so many things for two people.
Mm-hmm. Like some restaurants you can't even go in, like unless you have an extra person, because you have to share it with someone. Or like if you go to different like exhibits or like places or whatever, they have couples tickets. Or you go to a cafe and sometimes they'll have like a couples box or a couples lunch thing or something like that. And it's really centered around couples.
Hanging out in groups of 3 was the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm. And the couples outfits, yo, all the couples matched. Even
like,
if it wasn't
full
necessarily
matching. Like
yeah.
I saw like shoes, socks, shorts, shirt, and then like mask, and they're like full matching.
Yeah. And then there's other ones that would like accent each other. So like someone would wear something and then like the other one would be like matching the vibe or matching it in a slightly different way. But like there's so many like couples outfits. So yeah.
Okay. Our last unexpected culture shock on this list is not being acknowledged by foreigners.
Yo, this one hurt. Like a lot. Like when I thought about going to Korea and possibly seeing another foreigner or another Black person, I was like hoping, I mean, what I originally thought was like, so like, oh my gosh, like another Black person, another foreigner, you know? But, or like, just even like a simple like nod of acknowledgement, but there was nothing. Like, they straight up like ignored you. And like I kind of felt some kind of way about it. Like me and Javon were hanging out, and it's like it was like our first week, like actually in Korea. Beautiful Black woman. Okay. She had her afro all out, you know. She was walking with like her Asian boyfriend or whatever. And I turned to Javon, I was like, oh my gosh, Javon, yo, it's a Black woman. And we get close to her, and
Pain of the memory was just too much, so I'm gonna take the video from here. So yeah, we just like foreigners don't acknowledge us. Like there was one black guy I met in the subway. Like I was just chilling at the station and he walked past and like I nodded to him and he nodded back. But that was it. Like the rest of the foreigners just didn't acknowledge us. So I was just like, I don't know, it was just a interesting, kind of sad experience. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out Lynia's channel, Love Lynia, link in the description. And yeah, have a good one. See you next time.